Oh boy, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this video, but I need to get this out. I need to express my feelings towards the latest episode of Boruto, episode 218. I need to talk about it because this is something that I felt this way when I saw the events in this episode in the manga, and I still feel it even now after watching the anime. This is kind of the reasons why I kind of stopped reading Boruto for a bit, because of, what happened in this episode. Now, I know I'm gonna go on a full-on rant here. I know that, but I want you guys to just be prepared to listen to me, because I'm gonna go on a rant about the latest episode of Boruto. Yes, it was very emotional. Yes, it had really amazing things happening. Yes, it was cool seeing Ishiki, Otsutzuki being defeated. Yes, it was amazing seeing Boruto turn into Momoshiki and, doing all those things that he did. But that also goes into another factor as well. Another reason why I need to go to another rant about Sasuke and what happened to Naruto. For those who have watched the episode, I'm sure you know what happened in this episode. And if you're a Naruto fan, if you have been watching Naruto ever since the beginning, my god, this episode is gonna kill you. It killed me. I just finished watching it, and I'm doing this video not only because I'm doing this because of how I'm feeling right now after watching the episode, but also is because I've been meaning to talk about this for a long time. I just never found the time to really talk about it until now, because now the scene is being adapted in the anime, so I thought, why not? I might as well talk about it now, because I might not get another chance again. So, for those who don't know, what happened in this episode was that Sasuke, he lost his rennegan. Pretty much making him rennegan, right? Pretty much his rennegan is gone, right? So, that means that Sasuke, he can't use any teleportation techniques. He can't move through spaces, like portals. He can't, swap himself with someone else, saving their life, right? He can't, he no longer has the abilities of the rennegan. He has lost it completely, right? Now, I don't know what type of power-up he's gonna get in the future. He might get a power-up, but I'm not sure. I don't know. It truly is really annoying. Because Sasuke is one of my favorite characters in the series, and my god, the amount of disrespect they've been showing him in the anime, it's bad enough they show them disrespect in the manga, but in the anime, my god, they just take it up to 100. They just take it up to 100. And that is really, really annoying, because now Sasuke, he can't use his rennegan. Sure, he has his Sharingan, he can use his, Susanoo, he can use Amaterasu, he can use other abilities. True, but he lost his rennegan. The one thing that, made, Ishiki Otsutsuki be like, bro, I need to stop you right now. Like, do you guys remember that scene where, Ishiki goes like, Naruto, you might have the nine tails, but you're not the problem. Sasuke, you're the problem. That rennegan of yours is the problem. And, now Sasuke doesn't have the rennegan. He no longer has it. Meaning that he can no longer help out in crucial fights, right? That's bad enough, right? Sasuke is already nerfed again. So pretty much now Sasuke is the way that he was before he got the rennegan. And, the Sage of Six Paths powers, right? He's pretty much the Sasuke before he got like that. On top of that, he doesn't even have an arm. So that's already big enough. Him not having an arm, now not having his left eye. My God. Okay, yeah, like that's already bad enough. Going to Naruto, my God, like I was saying, like if you've been watching Naruto ever since you were a kid, just like me, this episode is of course gonna hit you in the feels. This episode is gonna hit you in the feels, and you'll be like, oh my God, especially the ending of this episode. Naruto, he survived. He did the Barrio mode, which was, supposedly gonna, after you finish, and after the Barrio mode is gone, after he runs out of chakra, he will die. Come this episode, and yeah, Naruto doesn't die, but Kurama dies. Kurama is the one that dies, and I'm like, why? I mean, I understand the stakes were high, but like Naruto got nerfed dramatically. Like now the only powerful person like out of Sasuke and Naruto is Sasuke right now. Like Sasuke is currently the strongest between the two, right? Because he still has a Susanoo. Naruto doesn't have any, nine-tailed fox form, right? He doesn't have that. He doesn't have the nine-tailed abilities because Kurama died. He no longer is coming back, right? And that's another thing that I really didn't like. Like, this is a character, like, Kurama is a character that we've grew up with. We've grew up with Kurama, Naruto trying to control Kurama, trying to control the nine-tailed fox, seeing his journey, everything, and then to see it end like this, like, I'm sure that I'm not the only one that, watched Boruto for Naruto and Sasuke. I'm sure that I'm not the only one, because us Naruto fans, we want to see more of Naruto, we want to see more of Sasuke, right? We want to see the old generation once again, even if it has to be for a little bit, but of course, seeing them being completely nerfed or off-screen most of the time is really annoying. And with this current episode, I can definitely see a lot of people turning away from Boruto. I know I did. I turned away from Boruto when this happened in the manga, and I only came back. Like, I only started reading Naruto again like last week, I think, around there, because the manga is great, don't get me wrong, it's great, and the anime is like finally adapting the manga, but after this scene in the manga, it took me a while for me to, get back to Boruto. It took me a while, because these are really important characters to me. They are the characters that, got me when I was little, right? When I was little, I remember I used to run out of school, right? I remember the bell rang, okay, run straight to school, I don't care about anything. Run straight home to watch Naruto, right? I remember there were times like I would just jump out of the classroom window because like, okay, it's time for me to go and watch Naruto. Let me jump out the window. I don't care if I get hurt. I'm gonna go and watch some Naruto, right? Like, I was a huge fan of Naruto when I was a kid, right? Because, Naruto is something that, my cousins, they introduced me to Naruto, right? They introduced me to Naruto. Sure, I used to watch him a little bit in the TV, but it was my cousins that introduced me to them, and like to show me, okay, these are the times for you to watch Naruto. Go, like if you start, like if you go home early or if you go home quickly, you'll be able to catch up on the latest episode of Naruto. And like, Naruto was just a series that I always grew up with. I always grew up with Naruto. I got a figure of Naruto there as well with his rennegan and stuff, right? Like, Naruto has just been a series that I've grew up with, right? I'm sure that this is the same for a lot of fans of Naruto who are watching Boruto right now, right? Watching Boruto for the nostalgia, right? And like I said, like, this episode is going to turn a lot of people away, a lot of Naruto fans, and like, it's gonna take me a while to me to watch Naruto and to watch Boruto again. Like, I was really turned off because of the filler. I was really turned off because of the filler of that Boruto has. Like, oh my god, the filler that Boruto has is huge, right? There's a lot of filler in this series, but I tried to overlook it. I tried to wait until, you know, the manga scenes were adapted into anime. And yeah, like, after this happened in the manga, it took me a while for me to read Boruto again, and it's probably gonna take me a while for me to watch Boruto again, right? And I don't even know if I'll ever pick it up again. Actually, like, like, sorry if I'm just going on a rant. I'm sorry if I'm just going on a rant, but I just can't believe it. I can't believe that they did this to such beloved characters. These are really beloved characters that we all grew up with, and they're characters that we really, really care about, right? Like, my god, like, they nerfed Sasuke so much. He no longer has the rennegan. He's nerfed. He can only use the Susanoo, Chidori, Thunder techniques, Amaterasu, and other Sharingan abilities, right? Like, you know, the Genjutsu abilities that Sharingan have, right? You have that in an individual paralysis. That's all that Sasuke has right now, right? He's missing an arm, for God's sake. Is he gonna get an on-time spell after this arc? Probably not, but he's already nerfed as it is, right? He doesn't have an arm, he doesn't have his rennegan, right? Naruto, he doesn't have his Nine-Tailed Fox abilities, right? Meaning he can no longer be fast. He can no longer do the amazing feats that he did in, you know, Naruto Shippuden, right? He can't do the things again, right? He only has Sage Mode and the other types of Rasengan that he's developed over the years, and of course the Shadow Clones, right? These are all the abilities that we kind of know. Of course, he has learning in Taijutsu, of course. But like I said, like, only having Sage Mode, that is not going to be enough. That, like, the threats that we're going to get are huge. These are really dangerous threats, especially in the manga right now. Like, the threats are huge. The threats are unimaginably huge. Like, if you think that Ishiki was a huge threat, no. There's an even bigger threat. There's an even bigger threat coming, and Naruto and Sasuke are nerfed. These are the two strongest people in, you know, the Naruto Shippuden in the Boruto world right now. They are the strongest people in the Boruto world right now. So if something happens, they have to deal with it. No one else can. The previous Hokage, sure, they can, but how strong are they now? How strong are the Hokage now that now is peaceful? Everything is peaceful these days, right? They don't have time to train because it's so peaceful, right? If a huge threat comes in, like, let's say the next Great Shinobi War, like you had, like let's say another Shinobi War happens, I don't think that Shinobi will be able to handle this, especially if the two strongest people are out of the picture, right? They're just nerfed, right? And again, this is something that I really don't like about this new decision that Boruto made, right? The decision that Boruto made when doing this, sure, it's really emotional, right? It is emotional, and, you know, it can grab the viewer's attention. It can grab them and be like, oh my god, like, this is happening, like, is this really happening? Is Kurama really dying right now? Is Naruto gonna die? Like, what is gonna happen? Like, this episode was to end off the whole battle with Ishiki Otsutsuki and, you know, learning the aftermath of, you know, Naruto using the borrow mode, right? And that is gone, right? That is gone. And like I said, like visually, it's very impactful, and it can definitely like draw the people's attention to watch this episode. Don't get me wrong, that is a fact. Like, this episode got me glued to the screen and I wanted to watch it. But now you have to think about afterwards. The aftermath of this episode, right? Because I'm 100% sure that I'm not the only one who said this, right? Pretty sure that I'm not the only one who said that this chapter was amazing, this episode was amazing, but context-wise, what is happening in this episode, it can make or break the series, right? It can make or break this series, because now we've lost two really important characters in the story. They've been nerfed. Sure, you can say, oh, but Naruto and Sasuke are still alive. That is cool, right? You're a Naruto fan. You can just, keep on watching the series because Naruto and Sasuke, they are still alive. And if you don't want to watch Boruto, just watch Naruto, right? Just have Naruto and forget about Boruto. Forget it even existed. True, that's something I could do, but that doesn't erase the fact that I've already seen it. That doesn't already erase the fact that I've already seen it. So, what the hell am I even saying right now? I'm sorry. I woke up to see this episode, right? I woke up to see this episode. And yeah, I'm not really in a good mood right now because of this episode, right? I'm not in a really good mood. Sorry if I ranted this for too long. I'm sorry, but I needed to get this out of my chest. I needed to get this out of my chest. Naruto fans, what do you guys think of this episode? Are you happy with this episode? Do you guys like it? What are your thoughts on, Naruto losing Kurama and Sasuke losing his rennegan? What do you think? Tell me your honest thoughts about this episode. I want to know your thoughts on this episode. Do you guys agree with me that this decision was a terrible decision on the author's part? And of course, the anime, of course. Do you think that this is a bad decision that they made, taking Sasuke's rennegan and Naruto's Kurama, right? Is that a bad decision that they made? Do you agree with me? And if you don't disagree, tell me why. Why do you disagree with my opinion? Why do you think that this is actually a good thing for the story? Why are you guys not annoyed by the fact that Naruto and Sasuke lost two of the most important things that made them really powerful and the strongest in the Boruto world, right? And also, for nostalgia's sake, Naruto fans, after watching all Naruto and watching Boruto, watching this episode, tell me, are you gonna watch Boruto after this? Or are you gonna drop it? I want to know this. I want to know, are you guys gonna carry on watching Boruto even though something really huge happened to our favorite characters, or are you guys gonna drop it and forget that this ever happened and you're just gonna go straight to Naruto and forget Boruto, right? Forget that Boruto even exists. Sure, Naruto has a kid. Sure, this whole thing happened, but just forget. Are you gonna do that? Are you gonna forget about Boruto completely and just remember just Naruto as is from Naruto till Naruto Shippuden, right? Forget everything that happened in Boruto, right? And only remember Naruto for Naruto Classic and Naruto Shippuden. Just tell me your thoughts, right? I want to know this. I want to know what your thoughts are on this episode. Are you guys happy with this? What are your thoughts on Naruto and Sasuke losing two of the most important assets, right, that made them who they are, right? Naruto losing his Kurama, losing Kurama, the Naruto Fox, and Sasuke losing his Rennegan. Also tell me, are you guys gonna watch this are you gonna carry on watching Boruto, or are you guys gonna drop it after this episode? But I think I've said enough. I think I need to shut up right now, because I've talked for a lot. I've talked a lot, right? So yeah, this is pretty much it for me, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you all next time.